following is a Learfield presentation of the Washington State Sports Network.
He buries it. The Cougs have taken the lead. This place is going to pop off.
This is the Cougar Basketball Hour.
I think there's just an expectation level in the program.
Feel good about our talent. Really like our guys.
That's left, slices right. Hammer time. Right down the center of the pipe.
Having pride in being a Cougar.
Right side, Mullins wants the three, connects. Jay Mullins. Ball ahead to Jones, catches, rises, hammer time. Right-handed flush and a flex.
This is the Cougar Basketball Hour on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield. Tonight's show is brought to you by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank. Member FDIC. Tonight's show is also brought to you by Zeppos, where the Palouse comes to play and eat. Here's the voice of the Cougs, Matt Chazanow.
Great to be here live at Zeppos. Great crew. Great to see everybody. Coach, congratulations on a sweep of the Mountain Schools.
Hey.
What a week it's been.
No, it was a lot of fun. We played really well, and it was good to see us bounce back from that California game that could have, I didn't think it would, but it could have carried over, and it didn't. Our guys responded really well.
You sure did. You got a 79-57 win over the Utes and a 78-69 win over the Buffs. And it was really all Cougs second half, 46-27 in the second half. You blasted
Nice.
Utah in the second.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's kind of what they did to us out there, and
Yeah.
we returned the favor, and we've been pretty good at home. You know, even the Oregon game was funny. The one we lost just didn't guard that game. But we still had an opportunity. I don't think we were still wobbly, didn't know kind of what we were about, but we're hitting the road here for a little stretch, but always good to be home in Pullman.
11-1's pretty good.
Yeah.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
Probably understating it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, no, I think it's a sign of when your program, you know, it's year 5, and I think those expectations, though, got different faces in that, and you know, just maybe the coaching staff too. You feel a little more confident at home, and everyone should, but it's good our guys are doing it.
I'm a 365-day-a-year net guy.
Oh, gosh.
Are we at the point where we can talk about the net? We're not there yet? What's the point? When do I have the green light on this?
March 10th.
Is it yellow? March 10th. That's way too late.
March 10th.
Well, that gives me like a 48-hour window, and we don't even have a show. I can't.
No. It's. I mean, you can talk about it. It's been addressed. You can talk about it.
Went up 20 spots this week.
Did we really?
Yeah.
What are we?
40?
It's great. I had no idea.
Yeah.
40's. Yay.
Yeah. Let me confirm. It might be 41, depending on 41. It was 40 yesterday. It's 41 now for things we can't control.
Yeah.
It was 40.
Typical over-promise, under-deliver.
Oh, easy. It's Texas right above us, and then
Florida.
And
Got to catch those guys.
Yeah, and a fascinating one right underneath us is Princeton with 0 quad 1 games. 0.
That is weird.
Margin
of victory. They've won a lot on the road. Good team. They beat some good teams on the road, I know for a fact, but that'll be interesting.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, who knows? St. Mary's is the wildest one. They're up there pretty high, and they've got some crazy home losses.
Yes. They're 21. How about that? 8-0 quad 4, 3-1 quad 1.
Oh, they're 3-1 quad 1.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that's really good.
But that's
5-0 on the road.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll do it too.
The road.
But they had some bad home losses. Weber.
Interesting.
Missouri State.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it's been I didn't realize they had that many road wins.
5-0 true road wins, and that's a good way to.
Oh, that'll do it. That means
there.
they've got neutral and home losses. They got 6 losses. So
this is the first time you've looked at the net. I don't believe you.
First time in a while. Yeah. To be honest, no. I do look at
like it's been 60 minutes or like.
No, I haven't. I didn't realize we went up. I knew we went up. I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
I've been looking at the palm. We're 45 there.
There you go.
I use that though as a real tool.
Yeah.
For
right.
prepping for this week's game.
Yeah.
And they're usually this time of year they're usually pretty close. 41 and 45.
Yeah. Right.
You want that first number becomes a 3, then it's real.
First, right, yeah. Once you get in,
then you're still obviously you're very much alive at 45 and that stuff. But 10 games to go and one at a time, as you say.
What about bracketology or blah 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 with anything like that?
I try to avoid it. It's impossible. You'd have to live without a TV or to not avoid it. But I saw just literally across the living room. I was in the kitchen. I saw Lenardi had us some term I haven't seen. It wasn't It wasn't next four in. It wasn't first four out.
No, I think it's first four out today.
Oh, we weren't saying. No, but this was before. This was. It was like he said, like
next.
Yeah, like next. Coming.
Just trying to get more teams into the discussion.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
So I mean, that is part of the deal. Is that you just can't take it. It doesn't mean that much now for your team, but it is part of the thing. You're getting recognized and you're talked about, and I'm sure people that are in the committee, they start watching your games. They start doing that, and and it can you can either go one way or the other.
Sure, for sure. Who is on the committee this year? Do we know?
I have no idea.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know how well advertised that is.
Yeah, no, the UCLA guy was a couple years ago, Martin Germain.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It ebbs and flows, and
I
if
really
they
don't.
did advertise, I mean, people would blow them. Would be talking to them all the time.
Yes, I think it's out there.
I think it is too. I think it is
there.
public, but it's not like.
They get hunkered down
Yeah.
and do their deal, but I mean, I don't even know. Like I said, I've been on record say it's not necessary.
A committee.
No,
How would you do it?
you just aggregate all the numbers,
So the net.
all of them. Just use them all. I figure if you use them all,
okay, all right.
That's going to be your closest thing. There's detail algorithms going into the POM and going into you use what's the other guy, Sagrin.
Yeah.
There's like 10. There's Torvik.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. Like,
yeah.
I just think if you aggregate them all, that's going to be your best.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that would be.
That decides the bubble. Because really the committee is a discussion mostly about the bubble.
It is the bubble. There's 10 schools that are
Right.
fighting for 5 bids or something, or 4 bids, and it's like you really can't distinguish them that much. And you're better off just being arbitrated with the neutral boop.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't have anything to talk about or argue about. And
Right.
I'm sure people that have certain influences, your certain league or certain school would probably have a little more juice.
Can I, for the sake of discussion,
Yeah.
whether I agree or disagree, but for the sake of discussion, the eye test, like Shaka
it's
Smart,
disgusting.
But VCU went to the Final Four from Dayton.
They were 11th seed.
They were an 11th seed,
and
they
like
went,
4th in the Colonial,
and may not have gotten in with the data. But I might be
they
wrong.
might have got in with the data
Maybe.
the other way.
You think that
They weren't an eye test.
They were
team.
not an eye test.
I don't
team.
think so.
Okay.
I have to look at that. It was a wild year. I was like,
Yes.
3 teams to the Colonial got in.
It was crazy.
They were 11 seed. They get all the way to the Final Four. That just shows you how tight it is.
Oh,
And I hate the term, the eye test.
Why? And I don't even disagree with you.
We're not. It's not a beauty contest.
It's not about that. Yeah,
It's a competition.
Yeah.
And competition, they would keep score for a reason and figure it out. Because, we had an eye test team, the Final Four NIT team.
Yeah.
And I'm usually on the other side of those, but that was we walked
great off the bus. Yeah, beautiful off the bus.
We had little guards, but they were good.
But we're nice off the bus this year.
Oh yeah,
this is a nice.
No,
off the
no,
bus
we're
team.
big. We're big.
We're huge.
We had so many dunks that one year, though.
Yeah, there were a lot of
Isaac gets a lot.
dunks. Yeah.
I mean, F.A. Muhammad.
Yeah.
Bamba.
That was great.
We had a few of those.
Yeah, for sure. It's exciting. You beat the Colorado Buffaloes 78-69.
Yeah.
Colorado's an eye test team. Cody Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Looks fantastic.
They're good.
Lampkin down there.
They're both.
Yeah.
They're both. They're incredibly fast and skilled, and a little young with the Cody Williams on the road as a freshman, struggled a little bit, but and then they got one thug. He's
a big physical big guy.
I can't say thug. It's not bad. I don't know. He's just, I like the guy. I just try to tell the Lampkins has got a great feel, really smart player, super physical.
Yeah.
And he gets away with stuff, I think, because he's really smart. And I'm like he 3 times where he's playing behind the post and one of our
Clough or Rubin or
playing behind, and one of our Isaiah drove and he's behind Clough,
right?
And he just threw Clough into Isaiah.
So Clough fouled Isaiah, but they
never called. They two guys on the same team running each other. I'm like, it happened 3 times. I'm like,
that was how Miles got the Charlie horse. I think he ran at one point.
No, that one went too bad. I think he just kind of fell down. But there was. It happened in Boulder.
Oh, I see.
He shoved Ruben into Andre in a big play, and I was like, "How did they not see this?" Literally, Ruben went late.
Yeah.
So whatever, but
kind of crafty, kind of a smart.
It's great because you're like, as a ref, you're like, "What?
That looks
2 of the
weird.
same players are running into each other." And you look at the film, and it's like there's the 2-hand shove. Oh, he did it to Jalen on Cody Williams late in the second half. He had him in a hook and hold. it's all, he's like they're ducking in, and then he sees Cody Williams driving down. He just shoves Jalen into him, and I was like,
that's a fact.
great, smart. I was like, I actually hit the official, John Higgins. I said, hey, I'm not going to send the clips, but I just think they're playing with a tremendous. And I said, I'm just going to start teaching our guys to do the same.
It's a good idea.
I said, I don't know if we're smart enough. I think Clough could do it. I said, Clough, just give him a little. When the guy's driving and they're ducking here, a little right into the guy, and he seems to be. I'm telling you, he has to be
doing it intentionally.
Oh, I know he's doing it intentionally, but he has to be. I'm telling you, he has to have a good feel and really smart when.
Yeah, time it.
To kind of be wrestling up, and he just kind of flicks the guy into him. I'm like, gosh dang it! I'm not even complaining because he gets away with it.
He's listed 265. Clough listed 255. There's no way.
You think Lucas is a lot more?
No, he looks like
290.
Yeah,
he was like 350.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's one of those guys. This was like
Nigel
when they signed him.
Like
yeah.
Like
he lost a ton of weight.
I didn't know that.
And obviously makes it. He's
at TCU.
Yeah. I just can't believe what's impressive is we have two of the best passing centers in college basketball in this league with Fardaws and him. Lamptons are really good. So it's like you wouldn't think the 350-pound guy would be this really clever passer. He throws behind the back pass, kind of Jokic-like. He just thank God he can't shoot.
Yeah, no, he can't. He was all
won't
inside.
shoot. Yeah,
all
he's onside, but he can really pass.
You have a 4-time freshman player of the week in the pack now.
No, he's been great. Keeps getting better, getting more confident. It seems like with each game, and he'll have some little setbacks during the game, but he seems like self-corrects, and he's been closing out in our wins. Like we grew so much you didn't know. Like the outset at Colorado, didn't have a great. We weren't as on the road first trip, and we kind of had a bad close. And since Oregon State, we put that one away, and we didn't get it done at Cal. But that was more a defensive issue. But the way he's played down late in the stretch, the game's just really valuable. Period.
Dominant at times.
Yeah, no. He's been making good decisions. He's hard to stop. He's a good finisher, and he gets downhill and puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And he's just made some really. Utah was great. Colorado was great. And Stanford, we didn't need him too much last year. He just kind of blew that one out. So
what's that cliche? At some point in the year, freshmen aren't freshmen anymore. They get old. Are we there? Yet? Are we on our way?
I think so. Yeah. I think he's a guy that he just confident. Like once he's got that thing mastered, I feel like I got this. Now I'm on to the next thing, and it's pretty. He's been able to handle success. And I got on him a little today. He was kind of a dog at practice. But truth be told. But that's rare, and he's just been. I said, hey man, you've been getting a lot of praise, and deservedly so. But you can't take a day off on the defensive end because your teammates are watching you, and he'll bounce back. He's a stud.
Gets a ton of steals. One of the league leaders.
Oh yeah. No. He's smart. He's smart. Crafted good sense on that stuff. Plays the ball. He's good.
I've noticed, and I need to check this year. And part of this is also in. It's easy to look in hindsight for this. Feels like if there were one stat that you wouldn't think of that would show that a player's ready or is great in their league and not necessarily next level ready, but could be steals. Feels like the guys who get a lot of steals in the pack are pros.
Steals, blocks, the athletic plays, 100%. Hard indicator that you're getting 2.5 steals or 2.5 blocks. You're probably in that air. There's something that you're doing. You're quick, good brain, length. You usually have to have a lot of those markers those NBA guys have. So, yeah, steals is definitely
more than points. Yeah. Like it feels like the guys that get
you could have guys that are good scorers, really efficient college scorers, but they don't – another one's offensive rebound.
So offensive rebound, steals, and blocks.
Rebounds in general, but the guys that can really get to the offensive board, especially if they're not a big guy like a small forward, they're like, okay, that guy's an elite – nose for the ball, which usually comes with elite athleticism and length. Yeah, exactly. So those guys, you can feel them out there, and they do usually pass the eye test too.
Right, it'd be hard to be a really good offensive rebounder without being an off-the-bus guy.
Yeah, they're just these guys. That's why I said the biggest difference in the Pac-12 is you just see it's like inches, but these like a Caleb Love who you watch on TV, like, okay, he's like 6'3.5", and then you look at him. his shoulders are like this, his arms are so long,
Prototype.
his hips, it's just like really strong and explosive body, and it's like, yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys, they recover quickly.
Ellaby had a lot of steals.
Yeah, and I think at CJ's was he led the Pac-12 in defensive rebounds too.
Sneaky stat.
No, he's like, that's an impressive at his size, and I really think CJ was a good athlete, but it was more his feel for where the ball was. Like, he had a good nose, and he threw his body in there too. He wasn't afraid of contact. He would go after the ball, and he was really. I feel like all those Seattle guys actually are pretty good at playing the ball, like steals, and Isaiah had that steal against Colorado where you were going to play like they were in zone. We were in zone.
Yeah.
And it's like that. And he came
top
down.
of the arc. You just snagged it out of the air.
And then Lampton shoved Clough into him on the shot. And it was like, what's going on? And then I looked at the film. I was like, well, yeah, it's hard. Your teammates getting thrown into you. It's like you threw up an air ball, so at least you got wiped out. But
it was an odd play. I was
just praying, like, stop.
Yeah.
But he kept going. God bless him.
Yeah. That's what he does.
No, that's what he does. Absolutely.
He's a scorer. Hey, at U.S. Bank, we know when you invest in a community, the community invests in you. We're committed to providing high-quality, innovative products and services that meet the needs and demands of our customers. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. We're live here at Zeppo's Talking Ball with Coach Smith. Cougs are on a one-game week going to Seattle on Saturday. We'll talk about it coming through the show here with Coach Smith.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Washington State University Athletics. The airport connects Cougar fans and alums with over 50 daily departures to 18 nonstop destinations provided by 6 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
The tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On Pac-12 Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/Pac-12 Sports.
This is the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Fubo is the official streaming platform of Washington State Athletics. With Fubo, you can watch every Pac-12 game, plus more college and pro sports, shows, movies, and news on over 350 live TV channels. Stream it live on your TV, phone, and other devices. No cable required. The best part? You can try Fubo free. There's no contract or commitment. To start watching, just go to FuboTV.com. That's FuboTV.com.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace!
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing? Block him!"
he can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This is the U.S. Bank Cougar Coaches Show.
Drives in and hammers a baseline rocket.
Live from Zeppo's with Cougar head coach Kyle Smith, here's the voice of the Cougs, Matt Chazanow.
At Zeppo's, we are talking ball with Coach Smith. We get set for the Cougs and the Huskies coming up on Saturday. The rivalry game. Washington State's coming into this one with a 6-4 pack record and a hot team here in the pack. There's no doubt about it. It is too early to talk pack standings. I'm happy to talk pack standings. You're half game out of first.
That's fair. That's good. It's halfway home, isn't it? That's fair. We got a week off.
6-3, yeah. There you go. Halfway through, half game out. Half game because you've played one more game than the teams ahead of you. And look, there's a lot of hay in the barn at this point, but you do, like you said, you go on the road here now. You go at Washington, then you go to the Oregon schools. That's always a really hard, that's a hard trip. You're home for the Bay Area schools, then you go to the desert, right? And then you're home for the LA schools and UW. You finished with 3 straight home games before the Pac-12 tournament, and it is fun And this probably is by design that the last game of the regular season is home against the Huskies.
Yeah.
That was probably
intentional.
I can't imagine it wasn't.
Yeah. No, it'll be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun. These road trips now at UW on Saturday and then at the Oregon schools are hard, but they're also a big opportunity, right?
Absolutely.
Like it's a really, really good chance for you to keep good going here, and you. It's not a bye week, but it feels that way because you don't have a midweek game.
Yeah, no, it's a good week to get rested, get refreshed, but also got to stay sharp. I'm glad they don't have a game either. It's a pretty fair deal.
Yep.
They'll be sitting home, and you never know. Sometimes those teams, you come out and everyone's making baskets. Sometimes no one can make a basket, but they're improved. They're good. They're old. They're fast. They got two really all-league players that are playing at a really high level, and they played really well against Utah their last game. So it'll be a tough one.
Scored a bunch of points against Utah last game. They were in the 90s. Yeah,
they can really get up and down, and then if they're if it's a track meet and they're running up and down, a lot of teams like that. If you're on their home floor too, when I think they lost to Colorado the game before, but they said, let's run, and Colorado said no problem,
please.
They 98. And that's like Colorado can really hang it on you.
That's what they want to do.
Oh yeah, both teams do, and I think Colorado's got like one more. Got one more player. Like I think they got 3 all-league players, and Washington's definitely got 2 and some other really good ones. But I think when you have 3 all-league players and they're cooking and playing their style of play, which Simpson, Williams, and Da Silva are just so skilled and fast and long. And I don't know if that's there's a lot of variance there, but I don't think that's the way you want to play on their strength.
All pros, all 3 of them. Probably, right?
Yeah, for
some way, shape, or form.
I really think KJ is no doubt, and I think Cody is no doubt, and Da Silva would be the tricky one, but because he's like a blender and he's not strong, but he's so skilled and good size.
6'7", yeah.
I think he's bigger.
Is he 6?
Really? I think he's bigger. 6'8.5". I'm telling you, he's long. Then he could shoot. His brother could shoot the 3 very well, but he's a good basketball player. So. He'll find a way in there. Just whether he sticks or not that'll be tricky.
Hey, Georgia Tech just beat North Carolina.
Good for Damon.
In Atlanta. Yeah, Damon Stoudemire, the head coach for
former
Georgia Tech.
WCC guy.
How about that?
Yeah, coaching, but he's Coach Shaw, one of Coach Shaw's best good buddies in the business.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's known him since he was like 15.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was at Oregon State when they were recruiting him, and they're really close.
Coach Shaw has the most, I've said it before, he has the most incredible record. Of places he's been and team success. Like Gary Payton Sr. in Corvallis, Eduardo Nahara in Norman, Oklahoma. Like everywhere he's been.
Isaiah Thomas, Brandon Roy.
He's been like the best run.
I don't think it's a coincidence.
It's incredible.
No, he's gifted. And I tell him it's the human cheat code, as I call it. But he's really passionate. Probably works a little too hard at it and probably a little obsessed with it, which we all are. But he's also winning drives him, and he's been part of some really, like I said, Oklahoma. They got to, when he got there, they were just making the tournament, and then they made a Final Four run. He got to Washington. They won 5 Pac-12 or Pac-10 titles between conference tournaments and that. Went Division II as a head coach and was number 1 in the country.
They were like 31-1 or something.
Number 1 in the country 2 different times, and he was a Final Four coach. So that's what I said. It's like, this is stealing. I got him. And he's from the Pacific Northwest, so that really helped get us our foot in landed here. Like, not that I've been up here recruiting, but having someone from the area, knows the area, it's been a huge advantage, and no surprise why we've been able to sustain it.
It's a great staff. I love being able to steal some of your assistant's time and work shoot-arounds and walkthroughs on the road. And I'll ask Coach Shaw, just, hey, what do you think about this team? It's always a very specific answer. It's not, they're good. There's no coach speak. He's like, well, 35 in the pivot, his right foot just a little outside the lane, and we need to hedge on that. It's wow. Oh, yeah, you're locked in, no doubt.
I like to say he's often certain, never wrong. Just ask him. But he kind of starts for like, this is the way I see it, and then he sells it hard. And it's like, are you right? And then I'm like, the result is what I say. Like, but it just sounds better. There's like, I just respect. He's just like, this way it is.
Yeah.
And all right.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really good. Earn your bragging rights at Northern Quest with more slot machines, table games, restaurants, lounges, and luxury hotel rooms than anyone else in the region. Northern Quest, yes, the best. More at northernquest.com. We'll take a break, come back. We've got questions. We've got social media. We have trivia coming up. It's the Cougs coming up at the Huskies on Saturday.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Hey, Coug fans! Can't decide what to do with your late-night weekends? Why not Cosmic Bowling? Every Friday and Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. is Cosmic Bowling at Zeppo's. At a price designed with everyone in mind, we are your destination for music, disco lights, and, of course, bowling. Can't join us on the weekends? Zeppo's is the place to be for all ages every day of the week. With bowling, food, and drink specials, we offer prices that won't break the budget. You can even reserve your lane in advance with online reservations at Zeppos.com. When looking for fun in Pullman, look no further than Zeppo's.
You're listening to Cougar Basketball on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Carbon monoxide detectors save lives because if kerosene, propane, natural gas, or wood isn't burned properly, dangerous carbon monoxide may result, and it can build up indoors without you knowing, as it's invisible and odorless. So protect yourself by installing UHL-approved carbon monoxide detectors. If carbon monoxide is present, the detector will alert everyone to get out of the house, where you can safely call 911 for help. Avista, we just want you to be safe.
The Clearwater River Casino and Lodge proudly supports Washington State University Athletics, the premier venue for events and entertainment, located 4 miles east of Lewiston, Idaho. Come hit the jackpot with us, with over 600 gaming machines, saltwater pool, restaurant, and giant screens in the Stadium Sports Bar. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe, our hospitality is legendary. Stay, play, and get away with the Clearwater River Casino. Go Cougs!
This is the U.S. Bank Cougar Coaches Show on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Floats up to three, got it, drives in, dunks it down, an exclamation point.
With Coach Smith, here's Matt Chazanow.
Live at Zeppo's, we're talking ball with Coach Smith as we get set for the Cougs taking on the Huskies this Saturday. It's an off week, midweek of sorts, and then fly out to the west side coming up this weekend. We've got write-in questions for you, Coach. This one, the Colorado game was the first time I've seen a fan ejected in a game by a referee. Is it helpful to have fans draw attention away from coaches during a series of rough calls? And I'm wondering if they're kind of volunteering their services to sort of take on it if they want to get ejected and get technical fouls.
I had no idea. I asked him what he said. The ref said, I have no idea, but they were tossing him. And then I got home and I saw that he had a Venmo account or whatever, and people were buying him beers. And I was like, that guy's brilliant.
I believe Jess McIntyre bought him the beer.
Yeah, that's great. Whatever. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's great. It was funny.
Yeah. Have you ever seen it before?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I saw it one other time.
Yeah.
In Madison Square Garden.
I love it.
It was
wild.
It was awesome. I mean, it was, and by the way, totally appropriate.
Yeah, I was just
those three guys. I remember the game stopped, same exact scenario.
Yeah. You got to go.
Absolutely should have been gone, like 100%. Yeah, it was way over the line. It was way too much. Only one technical exclamation point. What did you say, smiley face? Can you tell? Go Cougs.
I don't think I said anything. You were there to see it. I was just jumping, animated.
That was a body position technical foul by Coach Smith.
I was just stunned that this is. I told you off air. I said, I couldn't believe it was. They didn't call it, and then I saw after the game, my wife said it wasn't a goaltend. I said, "Oh my Lord, that's embarrassing." I got a technical, and I was wrong.
I was wrong,
and I know I was wrong because my wife is the most biased fan of all time. So if she thought it wasn't a goaltend, I know it wasn't a goaltend.
There she is back there, Katie Smith, the best, She's the best.
She made it out tonight.
Yes, she's here.
Yes,
it's our honor. There she is, standing up.
Yeah,
there she is. Love it. She yelled in the moment.
Hey, P.S., this is my show.
I love it. Oh, the best. This team has a great post presence offensively. The Cougs do. Is this offensive style what you would prefer, or do you adapt to the strengths of your players and roster?
100% adapt. Yeah. Whatever gives us best chance to win. My comfort zone is not playing with two bigs. Just where I've coached before and what I've had success with, and I kind of like the little more skillful stuff, but I like getting all the rebounds and blocking shots too. That's fun.
That's nice.
And I definitely think we made the right decision the way we're playing, style of play.
How's Dylan Darlin doing? Is there an update?
You know what? He's still a few weeks out. He's had some issues, health issues that just kind of part of the deal. And he's kept a good attitude. He's doing what he can to stay attached. This team's tight and support one another. So he's doing what he can.
Love it. I hope that happens sooner rather than later. All right, we'll get Katie Smith on next. We're live here at... I'm kidding. We'll take a break.
They prefer it.
We'll take a break live here at Zeppo's. We've got more questions. Next with Coach Smith.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On Pac-12 Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/Pac-12 Sports.
This is the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
With the WSU debit card from Giza, it's hard to tell who's supporting who. When the Coug fans use their WSU card, they show off their Coug pride, and donations are made back to Cougar Athletics. But the card supports the Coug fan with big savings by helping them earn 7% APY with Smart Plus checking. So does the card support the Coug fan, or does the Coug fan support the card? It doesn't matter. All that matters is that the WSU card supports Cougar Athletics and your wallet at the same time. Get your WSU card at Giza.com. Checking account transaction requirements, terms and conditions apply. Checking account annual percent yields range from 0.01 to 7% depending on balance. Minimum balance of APY ranges from $0 to $5,000.
Hampton Inn Pullman is just a short drive from the WSU campus. Centrally located to restaurants and shopping, they've got you covered for all your lodging needs. With their spacious rooms, famous Hampton waffles, a cozy outdoor patio, a gift shop for all your Cougar gear needs, and the friendliest staff in town to make you feel right at home. Visit HamptonByHilton.com to reserve a room for your next trip to the Palouse. Coug owned and Coug managed. It matters where you stay. Hampton Inn Pullman, Hilton for the stay.
Have a question for Coach Smith? Send a tweet with your thoughts to Matt Chazanow using the handle @M_Chaz. That's M_CHAZ. Now, back to Zeppo's.
Back at it live here. We're talking ball with Coach Smith. We've got the Huskies coming up on Saturday. We're at the midway point, at the midway turn of conference play. Washington State University would like to thank Crimson and Gray for their continued support of Coug Athletics. Head to bookstore.com to get the latest in Coug apparel. That's BKSTR.com. We've got ourselves Twitter questions here, and I think...
Hey, just so you know,
please,
you are welcome to interview Katie at 6:45.
6:45?
Because Rocco's got a jump ball at 7.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, in the auxiliary gym. So she wants to come here and do this part. I can catch tip-off.
I think what we'll do is we'll keep you for the last segment,
all right.
And then maybe we'll work some. Her people can talk to my people.
She's going to get the tip-off sooner.
She'll get to you.
No, she's going to be out of here.
Yeah,
so you can grab her before she leaves. She doesn't miss many possessions. But anyway, go ahead.
Happy birthday to Mary Schneider, who's here in attendance. Great Coug. Happy birthday, Mary. Right there. We always see Mary every week. That's awesome. Marcus wants to kind of apologize.
Okay.
A little bit. Marcus Paul Burns. I was really, really frustrated with the decision to employ the zone defense early this season.
Yeah.
And now I look like a fool. after how effective the zone was against Colorado. Any suggestions on how I should atone for my sins?
No, I was pretty disgusted with it early this season too. So we're on the same page.
That's great.
It's one of those defenses that it suits our personnel. We're big, and we can. And actually, our big guys are actually some of our better perimeter defenders too. So switching doesn't hurt us. Like Ruben, Oscar, and Isaac, they're really big and long. So where we struggle is like really flattening out a really quick point guard and man-to-man or dealing with the ball screen. So it's like that's been able to help us. We mix it up a lot and kind of keep – hopefully it's helped us keep teams off kilter a little bit too. And it's been great for us, so we'll see. We'll probably keep going.
Love it. Jennifer Delzer wants to know what makes Jalen Wells' defensive game so good, which may relate to this.
He's tenacious. He's just got he's really aggressive, period. Yet under control, if that makes sense. Like, he's strong. He competes hard. He takes a lot of pride not letting guys get by him. He's still learning on off the ball. Defense is not like dealing with screens. He's not great. He'll grab and stuff like that. But as far as I always felt pretty good. Like on a closeout, one-on-one, he's gonna make it hard for you to get around him. And then he's kind of got these strong hands and he's tough.
Ethan Schultz is on Twitter. I'm not going to mention any of these companies who are not sponsors, but they've had a lot of fun with your picture in Photoshop. I'll put it that way for post-game celebrations.
Perfect.
So we'll let folks go to Twitter and have fun with that. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Proud partner of Cougar Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. Are you emotionally prepared for trivia coming up next?
No. I've been,
all right.
Last week, my son was here, Luke. Yeah. My youngest, his first time, he got to go to the show by himself, and only thing says, Dad, you didn't do well in trivia. I thought he was kind of gloating. He's kind of excited. Like, if I knew you were paying that much attention, maybe I'd say so. I'm not,
a little bit.
I gave up my Wordle a long time ago, so I haven't been doing that. And then you do the Immaculate Grid?
No, but I know it. I haven't done it. Do you like it? Is it fun?
I liked it until I realized that I don't remember who played for who anymore, and that's depressing. So
Elo was the answer to one in Connecticut. He was the answer.
Nice.
They were doing it
nice,
and they kind of realized they were doing it with. They were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's him.
I think that's you.
Yeah, that's funny.
He was the answer. Yeah, it was really, really fun. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. We're live here with trivia. Live at Zeppo's, talking to Coach Smith next.
Fubo is the official streaming platform of Washington State Athletics. With Fubo, you can watch every Pac-12 game, plus more college and pro sports, shows, movies, and news on over 350 live TV channels. Stream it live on your TV, phone, and other devices. No cable required. The best part? You can try Fubo free. There's no contract or commitment. To start watching, just go to FuboTV.com. That's FuboTV.com.
A lot goes into Washington State athletes reaching peak performance for game day, including the right nutrition. At Wilbur Ellis, we know that healthy crop performance requires the same attention to nutrition as an athlete. That's why we use benchmark data points to maximize crop productivity through nutrient efficiency. For 100 years, family-owned Wilbur Ellis has been partnering with Washington's farmers to grow healthier crops. That is the winning ag experience for Cougar Nation, locally provided by Wilbur Ellis.
Hey everybody, this is Clay Thompson, and you're listening to Washington State Basketball.
This Cougar football tailgating moment is brought to you by Canoe Ridge Vineyards, proud partner of Washington State University Athletics. Smart Cougar tailgaters know to pair award-winning Canoe Ridge wines with a crowd-pleasing pregame meal. Your mealtime roster will score big points with Canoe Ridge wines backing it up. Canoe Ridge Vineyards, representing the best of award-winning Washington wines with more than 85 critical scores of 90-plus points. Visit them at their Walla Walla tasting room or at CanoeRidgeVineyard.com. Go Cougs!
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace!
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing? Block him!"
he can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This is the U.S. Bank Cougar Coaches Show on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield. U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step.
Back at it live here. We're talking ball with Coach Smith as we get set for world-famous, high-pressure, high-drama trivia segment here at Zeppo's with Coach Smith. Are we ready to roll? Let's do it. Hit the fire the music, please, sir. Thank you very much. Here we go. Just let it kind of
I got it.
Let it kind of sink in. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cougs just won 6 pack games in January. When is the last time that happened?
2008.
Incorrect. Way back.
1983.
That is correct. 1983. The last time that happened.
I'm 0 for 1.
Bonus question.
Okay.
When is the only other time that has happened other than 83?
Oh, my goodness. Well, it must have been before 83.
That's a quality deduction.
I'm saying 6 in January?
6 in January.
Wow.
6 specifically pack games, which is a bit of a hint.
Yeah, it's a little hedge.
1968.
Yeah, it's just a year before my birth, and I'm not young. just FYI. Go ahead.
1980. That's it. That's it.
Oh, it was 80.
Says it, 1980.
I thought you said 1968.
No. 68 was the first year the pack was created, as we know it. Sorry. I botched that. Give me an Luke.
No.
It's on me. That's on me. It's my bad.
I'm taking an L for today.
7. It was Elo won 7 pack games in 83.
Wow.
And then George Raveling and Don Collins won 6 in 80.
That's good company.
It has not happened since.
That's good company for the Cougs.
So I've never been alive for it till now. Which is so. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yes,
I really do. Congratulations.
Thank you.
For real. It's incredible.
Credit to those guys.
Question number 2. This is gettable. I'm telling you right now.
All right. Is it sports related?
Yeah, but you'll get it. The next 3 aren't. So.
All right. That's what I need.
Which freshman leads the league in Freshman Player of the Week awards?
I think I got this one. Is he a Coug?
Might be.
Miles Rice.
There you go, Miles Rice. Ring it up. Absolutely. 4 of them. We haven't been that many weeks. He's got 4.
It's amazing. He's been pretty. There's some good freshmen in the league. Well, one of them is out for the rest of the year, but he's good.
He's special. He's been really special. All right, you have been begging me for this.
Okay.
Begging.
Yeah. Right.
Week
UFO stuff?
Yes.
Oh, darn it. That was joking.
You have been begging me for this.
Roswell, New Mexico.
In 1947 in Roswell, New Mexico. The government initially claimed it recovered debris from a flying disc. What did it eventually change the story of the records to be? What was their explanation when the furor over that was just so wild they felt obligated to come out and say it was what? What did they say they recovered?
A balloon.
Correct. That is correct. That is
I actually knew that one.
That is correct.
I knew that one.
A high-altitude balloon for a top-secret program.
Yep, I knew that one.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, they just produced the body recently of the little alien, right?
Maybe they did. I don't know.
They finally,
Depends who you ask. Depends who you ask.
You know I told you my attitude about UFOs.
No, please.
Don't care.
Don't care?
No.
Like at all?
If they're here and they're way more advanced than us and they want to,
then whatever.
It's like almost like nuclear war. Like, what can I do?
What are you going to do? Yeah,
what can I do?
Yeah.
So it does distress me. And so now if they're in between, if it's like a fist fight and we got to battle, then that's a whole different deal. But I just figure they're either way above us or way below. It's something I can't even wrap my head around.
It is hard to wrap your head around.
Other than those, the geometrical things they've been doing down the cornfields.
What are they called? The crop fields.
Yeah, sure.
The formations
they do nice work.
They do nice work. Thanks to the aliens for the attractive.
No, they do. It's a nice little aerial view. It's some nice stuff.
I love all of it. I love the whole discussion.
Yeah.
Question number 4.
No one else does.
No, but it's great. It's great fun. Okay.
Yeah.
We kind of covered this last week a little bit. What aesthetic quality is the Appaloosa horse breed known for? What's the defining characteristic?
Their colors of their
Yeah,
coat.
yeah, give it to him. Yep, that's good. Yeah, bring it up. It's a leopard-like spotting.
Yeah.
They have like spots.
No,
I
got educated.
Yeah.
Check it. Win.
Yeah, it's great. It's cool. All right. And fifth question, a little bit of current events, but also some history in here also. An explorer in the news, a current explorer in the news this week.
There's explorers
apparently.
Magellan?
Apparently.
There's someone that's like that's going around the tip of South America.
Credit to him. An explorer in the news this week announced they believe they found the long-lost plane of which female pilot. Yes, correct.
You didn't have to go to female on that. I actually saw that on that.
It's cool, isn't it?
That is cool.
Have you seen the image?
No. Where did they discover it?
It's in the Pacific. I don't know where specifically. The image really does look like a plane. But it's really blurry because it's like radar, sonar or something. So it could just be rocks. They're saying they don't know. They'll go down. They may go down at some point. But
way out in the South Pacific somewhere. Yeah, that's
something
fun.
like that. Yeah, just right there.
Why do they think it's hers?
I think flight path. My guess is probably followed the flight path. They never found it. My suspicion also is it's the right size for what she would have been flying. All that stuff. Pretty neat. Hey, brought to you by McDonald's.
I did well today.
You did great. You did great. Well, tell Luke.
I will definitely tell Luke.
Tell Luke. Brought to you by McDonald's. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time and score 20 chicken McNuggets and 2 medium fries for only $10.99 every Coug game day. We'll take a break. Come back. We're up against it. Live talking ball here with Coach Smith at Zeppos.
Nothing works up an appetite like cheering for your Cougs on game day. So why not cheer them on at Northern Quest with an impressive roster of restaurants and lounges? You can tackle the menu at Epic and catch every play on the 10 by 30-foot screen. Or grab a steak at Maslow's, a fine cigar at Legends of Fire, even a burger from Fat Burger. For your inner linebacker. See more at northernquest.com. Go Cougs!
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smarter together. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Cougar Basketball on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
Welcome back to the show. Time now to look ahead at this week's game with the Coors Light Opponent Preview. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill.
And back here live talking ball with Zeppos. We have ourselves the Huskies coming up. Opponent preview segment here as the Cougs take on Washington, the Huskies. We'll get into it a little bit. You mentioned they can really score the ball. Keon Brooks is one of the best scorers in the country.
Yes.
Kentucky transfer. Xavier Wheeler, very productive point guard. Kentucky transfer. There were two buddies who were playing in Lexington a little bit. And Coach Hopkins is trying to figure it out really probably with those two guys how to score as much as possible. It feels like that's the deal.
Yeah, they're both really talented. Really, like I said, there's some really fast guards. We have one of them in the conference, but Wheeler's as quick as anybody, and he's built like a bowling ball. He's really hard to keep out of the paint. And then he's got a sidekick there that's running lanes and making threes and do a lot of ice. He's kind of like, plays a little like Carmelo, skinnier, like a little leaner.
Keon Brooks does.
Yeah. And that was for you.
Thank you.
A little Syracuse game.
Yeah, I threw him his first alley-oop in Syracuse.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, in Archibald Gym. I didn't know who he was yet. He didn't. He turned out he was
funny.
pretty good.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. It was fun. Yeah.
No.
12-9, the Huskies are. They're 4-6 in the league. Good at home.
Yeah, they are.
They're 9-3 at home.
Yeah.
Road games are games are tough. 2-4.
They're just they've always been. They're just really fast, and they just seem faster. Everyone is on their home floor, so they're really comfortable. And they expect probably a good crowd. It gets a little loud in there, so we're going to have to be at our best to try to control that game. Got to be really mentally tough.
My understanding is Robbie Calgill will be there.
Yes, I believe so.
There will be some other former great Coug. Yep.
Yeah, Robbie.
Yep. Love that. Maybe some other former.
Yeah,
great
that's always fun. They've been that crew of guys have been so good to us and so encouraging. They check in, whether it's Rochesty, Derek Lowe, Harmerling, Ben Lowen. The guys that kind of played with Clay and Tony and all that stuff. They really love their Cougs, man. So whenever they get a chance,
Cougs love them.
Yeah, I mean, we do too.
Yeah.
So whenever they pop in, we're all about it.
Is Rochester still in Europe playing?
I think it maybe China something.
It's unbelievable because I met him. The only time I've ever met him, he's with his wife and
she's French.
She's French and they had a baby, I think. Yeah. And it was in Beasley, and he was great.
Yeah.
But then he said, "Yeah, I got to fly back to somewhere to go to get after it again," and that's why he's not around. He's still playing.
He must love it.
Yeah, he's got to
because he's made pretty done well.
Yeah.
And he's not young anymore.
Right.
And, you're living in 10 million people in some city in China that we don't know. There's like 30 of them. Or whatever. But it's, I don't even know that's where he is.
Sure.
But he's doing great. He must love it. Period.
Yeah, he's bounced around quite a bit, but it's awesome.
Yeah, good. No, he's a baller. And just remember, I recruited him out of high school.
Did you?
Bit too. Yeah.
Does he remember
that? He walked on. I was trying to get on the walk-on deal. I was like, I was at St. Mary's, and he ended up walking on a 2-lane. And then I just back then when Tony took him, he was like double-figure score as a freshman. I didn't think he would take him to the Pac-12.
Yeah.
And he was a walk-on before, but nope. He made sure. Yeah, it was a good decision. Yeah, it worked out great.
We saw Rivio in the airport.
Yeah,
coming back. Did you see him?
No,
he was on our plane.
Which one? The Derek?
Yeah,
the Zach. He was.
Yeah.
Gosh dang.
Yeah. Bigger than I'd never met him before.
About 6'3"?
Yeah, bigger than I think. Incredible ball player. But I was picturing Wayne Hunter guarding him.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, Wayne's way bigger than this guy.
Yeah.
Wayne's massive. I'm blown away that Wayne Hunter was a 2-guard.
Yeah.
Because he's in North like Yaki.
He tried to play him at point. Yeah, he's
That's
big.
Great.
No, he's big. He was a great defender. Like I said, he did a great job on Clay. I think Clay was 2 for 11 in the NIT game.
Yeah, Clay, and then so I was talking to Wayne pregame, and I said, hey, you guarded Clay and Steph back to back, and you held Steph under 30.
Yeah, it was great.
And he said, yeah, he scored 27 on me. So I went back, I texted him, I did the research.
Yeah.
He went for 44 twice that year.
Yeah.
He went for 30, like, more often than not.
No, he's incredible. And I think it took 29 shots to get 27 or something. It was a lot. Volume. It was a high volume.
Yeah.
And, Patty Mills had a bundle, too, that night. Those two kind of teed it off, and we got the best of them.
It's awesome.
That was his last college game. And Wayne had a great guard those guys back-to-back. It's pretty impressive.
How much do you think that instructs him being on your staff, often having the defensive scout? Like, that's a guy you would want to have your
defense. It's just kind of how his mindset is. I mean, certain guys, like, he was a little like Jalen, in the sense that one-on-one defender, he took a lot of pride in not getting scored on and big. And so it's just more that mentality that he's going to instill in these guys. That he got a little frustrated with one of our guards today. Like, I thought he was going to roll up his sleeves, get out there and show how it's done. But, it's important. I just know, and it's just important to have guys like that a recruited coach. I know we went through a lot of stuff and won a lot of games together, so there's a trust factor there.
Must be true with Frankowski as well.
Absolutely.
Character.
I'll say Jersey. He's Jersey through and through.
Oh yeah.
But I've gone through a lot with Steve as in my first year coaching, head coach. He was a freshman. So
your first year, was he in your class, or did he commit before?
He had signed before, or didn't even sign his Ivy League, so he accepted his. I got a good little quick story if you want it.
Please.
This is funny. So I take the job, and I realize you're not allowed to add any more guys to the players. Admissions deadline closed. And it's like April. I'm like, so this is my team. They're like, this is your team. And there's 23 guys on the team.
Oh, no.
There's like,
it's way too many.
I mean, I'm stressed. I don't know what to do. We don't have a JV program. It's crazy. It's non-scholarship stuff. So Steve's dad, and they called him, this is funny, that was their top recruit. I'm like, yeah, this guy's really good, da-da-da. We call him Stevie Franchise, Frankowski.
Like Steve Francis.
Yes,
that's great.
Stevie Franchise.
That's great.
He's a point guard.
Yeah.
And so his dad wants to meet with him. I'm taking on water, man. I'm just barely surviving. I'm moving to New York City at age 40.
Yeah.
Everything coming. His dad comes down and shows me the film. I'm like, I'm taking anybody. He's like, here, I want you to watch my son. And I'm like, he's coming,
Yeah,
right?
It's a done deal. Like,
He's coming, right? So he goes, well, you know, we owe, because there's financial aid, you know, and he's like, well, we're going to have to pay like $18,000. I was, man, that sounds a pretty good deal for an Ivy League education. He's like, well, I don't know if we afford it. And he goes, LaSalle offered him.
Oh.
And I said, man, that's awesome. Congratulations! I said, congratulations. He didn't know what to do. And he goes, well, he really wants to go to Columbia. And I said, well, I got 23 guys on the team. I don't know I think he's a really good player, but I don't know how we're going to, you know, if money's that big a deal, then just take the scholarship.
Yeah, that's great.
I called his bluff unwittingly.
Unknowingly. Yeah,
unwittingly. So it gets better. So I eventually go down the admissions, and I talk to financial aid, and they shave a little off, too, somehow. And I'm like, I really don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I tell Steve that story about, I think last year I told him that. He goes, I had an offer from LaSalle.
You didn't know? He never knew.
I know, probably didn't.
He never
Dad was
knew.
just bluffing. No, he was like,
oh, he
that's
did.
good. Either way.
Amazing.
It could have been either way.
That's
like,
incredible.
That was so funny.
Oh,
that's great.
I'll cut you loose. Go see Rocco
can I go?
play.
Awesome.
Yep, that's Coach Smith. Thank you, buddy. That's Coach Smith. Jared Brent Goober, our man behind the camera. Jerry Kylo gets us all wired up. Luke Hallett's back in the studios in our ears. Does a great job. It's great to see everybody here at Zeppo's. We'll be live 5:30 airtime, 6 o'clock tip at Washington Saturday. Big ball game. Can't wait. Go Cougs. Thank you, guys.